surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. They'll run on first down. Jones, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At their 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10.
What was
throw incomplete?
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful.
I love you.
I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
On the stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9. At the Buccaneers' 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
I'm gonna clean my room and then he'll get on.
First down, Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Touchdown, Packers.
he was wide open?
Josiah DeGuara. There is the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he puts it through. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one
Patriots
away.
beat Browns. Damn. I just touched it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Preston Smith there on the stop, following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd and 5. At the 10-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He'll find Aguara complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 45 to Mike. Silver. Cut 19. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
the pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to John Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brady's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Across midfield at the 48.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll run it with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The intended
I just gotta see that. Just knocked him out the way.
It was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
It's third down and 11.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make the play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice run there to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Intended for Chris Godwin. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Throwing again. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. First down Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
36-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes. Gronk still down right now. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Brady's throw there complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, you was on
The
time.
trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Buccaneers 6.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
At their own